Self-doubt may creep in today. And if it does, when it does, pay attention to the how and why. There is a very valuable lesson, or a message perhaps, within it for you to stand in your truth and create the harmony and the beauty that you want to bring into the world. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. And together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, how to utilize this energy, and move forward successfully today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and welcome to your daily focus for July the 12th, 2023. So thanks for being here, and thank you for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. This weekend, July 15th, 2023, 11 to 6, I will be at Good Earth at Starved Rock Wellness Retreat. If you want any information about that, definitely email me. I'll leave the information within. It'll be in Illinois. And I'll also be available the Friday, the Sunday, and the Monday for personal readings at a very discounted price point. So if you're in the area, definitely reach out to me. We can set up a time because it will be by appointment only. And I look forward to seeing you there. Absolutely. If it's a bit of a distance for you, you want to stay the night, there are some very beautiful accommodations available around the canyon. So anyways, I'll leave the information in the box. Okay, let's start with the numerology. Today we have a 12 energy. Now the 12 energy is about being in the moment. It's about allowing yourself to look at your problems, your difficulties, your challenges without all the emotion. Okay? It asks you to try and look at those things with a sense of logic. And really think about where you have control in your life and where you need to have control in your life. And do those things align? Or do you find yourself wanting to control situations that are beyond your control? Are controlling situations that you don't need to, that somebody else could do, so that you could use that time or the energy or the resources towards something into your life that's important? It's about being in the moment. It's about not struggling against certain things, especially when it comes to your emotions. If when you let emotions in, I think that's when the struggle can also come in. Or maybe you need to surrender to something. Maybe you've been fighting the battle and you said something a while ago and now you don't feel like you can go back on that and admit you were wrong and, let your ego take a step in the other direction and just, admit perhaps. Because we all have that where we get a little stubborn sometimes and we don't want to move forward in a certain way, even though we know it's probably the best way to do it. And coming to terms with something like that. Or maybe you've always fought a dream, a passion, a calling. And maybe it's time to surrender to that dream or that calling. 1 + 2 is the 3. That is the transformation. That is... And the transformation, it's your voice. So we could be, our voice, it could be our thoughts as well. It could be gaining a little bit of knowledge in all kinds of areas in order to really step into the things or understand the things that we want to make our reality going forward. And allow that transformation to happen in our life. If we look at the numerology of the day, 7 + a 3 + a 7 is a 17 energy. That is making the impossible possible. That is where you get the clarity, the understanding, the knowledge, the wisdom. Perhaps you back it up a little bit and you pray on it, you meditate on it, you contemplate it, and you think things through from different angles. And you get those aha moments, those epiphanies. And especially when it comes to creating abundance in our life, because 1 + 7 is an 8. And that's abundance. That's abundance in your pocket. But it doesn't just fall your way. You have to show up. You have to work for it. So you have to take a risk on yourself. You have to embrace your courage, your strength. Walk with a sense of integrity. to truly bring in the true abundance that you want to have in your life. Sun is in Cancer, Moon is in Taurus, and the Sun will square Chiron today. And this can pull up insecurities and fears within us. We can have self-doubt. We may find ourselves following somebody else's lead because we wanted to please them, or we have our own fear about asserting our wants and our needs into the picture. So really pay attention today if you find yourself in these kinds of situations. Okay, ask yourself why you feel this way, and look for the new approaches to assert your uniqueness, your individuality. It's definitely a day where we can grow our strength and courage in brand new ways. Okay, let's turn to the cards. And we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, we hold on to so much. We don't want to let it go. We have this fear maybe that it can't be in our lives down the road again. Or we just have to, we don't want to let it go. We enjoy it, even though we know it's not healthy for us or it doesn't add to our well-being in some way. We still want to hold on to it. We don't want to kick the habit, so to speak. We could shop too much. We could gamble too much. We could drink too much. We could, push ourselves beyond the limit and not give any time to ourselves. There are so many ways that we wear ourselves out. Now here we are, and we are on our path, and we are in full moon energy. So this is a beautiful card to have because it tells us to stop. Okay, the 10 of Wands is not the 9 of Wands. Nines are about completion. This isn't about completion. This is about saying, I want to go forward, but I need some kind of sense of freedom or liberation or a bounce in my step. And so you have to take a look at all those wands that you are carrying with you, your responsibilities, your obligations, the things that you are in control of. And you'll notice that some of these wands have great growth potential. There's some foliage on them already, but some of them are deadwood. And so we need to leave the deadwood in our lives behind. And we are in full moon energy. So it is about completions, about endings, about healing in our life. So that we're not pulling that energy, that lower energy with us into a new moon energy, which will be early next week, right? Monday. So we need to look in our lives today of where we are pulling old energy forward with us over and over again, perhaps, and how we need to take it off the back burner and look at it and dissolve it, dissipate it, take care of it, put closure on it, complete it, heal from it. Our first card is the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands. Now, she just doesn't race into something, but when she gets an idea, she gets pretty happy about the idea, and she researches it, and she asks the questions. And she doesn't wait until all the ducks are in a row, so to speak. But once she finally comes to that conclusion that this is the next best thing for myself, for my empire, for my country, whatever it might be, when you are the queen, and she starts to work on it. Because what she has uncovered tells her that she will be successful. How successful, she doesn't know yet, because she's still going to ask more questions. She's still going to research. We're kind of growing the dream as we're walking, and we're really not sure of the next 10 steps, but we're sure of the next 2. So we're going to take the next 2, and as we take the next 2, we know the clarity will come in, the answers will start to come in, so that we can plan on taking the next 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. So we kind of get a little optimistic in what we can step into in some ways today. We see how we can step into the path, or we get the knowledge in, the aha moment, the epiphany, the clarity, the understanding that we didn't have prior to today, to really step in that direction, to take action, to use our words in some way perhaps. We have the Four of Cups. Well, we haven't seen the Four of Cups in quite some time. And this is really about being grateful for what you already have in your life. You know that you have maybe just, a pillow for your head at night. Or or maybe clean water to drink. I know hundreds of thousands of people woke up without that luxury today. Pardon me. It's kind of like, in many decks, okay, it's the hand of God bringing in this cup and holding it back here, and we don't see it because we're just looking at these cups. These are the things that have already come to us in our life that we should be grateful for, but we don't even see them. We sit there and we kind of have this woe is me, I don't have this yet. And this is about looking at those cups and saying, I have a lot of value here, I have a lot of worth here, I have a lot of beauty in my life, and I'm grateful for those things. You can go to my landing page on YouTube, right? youtube.com/tarot with Tilly. And I have, for the gratitude, I think it's 28 videos I'll put together. You can watch those 28 videos in less than half an hour if you want to just start and play them all. But it does give you ways of looking at your environment and yourself, your talents, your abilities, your friendships, the things you already have in your life, and understand that there is already a lot to be grateful for. This has been scientifically proven that when you start to realize the things already in your life that you have, only more good comes into your life, more things to be grateful for. And you have, you sleep better. You sleep better when you're doing a gratitude journal on a regular basis. It's scientifically proven. You sleep better. You can go with the flow a little bit easier. You don't get as stressed out like you used to. You notice more good things in your life, and more good things seem to be attracted to you. And there's lots of research out there, so go and look, okay? Or I've got lots of information as well. So the Four of Cups is, once we start to become grateful for those things, trust me, that hand of God is waiting, wanting to bring that into your life. But until you realize that you already have a lot of strength, you already have a lot of potential, you already have a lot of the courage and the strength that you need in order to go forward, until you start to realize those things and be very grateful and thankful for those things in your life, then you catapult yourself. So it's prove me wrong, okay? Prove me wrong, but I'm telling you, you want to start a gratitude journal if you're not doing one already. And today is a great day to start. We have the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles, I kind of like the Two of Pentacles because sometimes we hope that, we don't have to really make the decision, that things are, and so we're weighing out different options, different things to do, different areas of our life where we want to step forward and maybe step back. But I'm thinking this is a forward motion. And sometimes we don't make a decision, and then something happens and we find ourselves in this path or that path, and we go forward. But sometimes if we don't make the decision, both paths seem to disintegrate in front of us, and neither option is available to us. So that's very much what this card represents, because we have this coin in each one of our hands saying that both paths will bring us in abundance, happiness, joy, a grounding experience. There's a ship on each side. The ships are identical, and they're both going to be coming into ports. Each one of those ships represent the path that you need to walk forward on. So you're almost like in a fork in a road kind of energy here. Now, the big thing is when this energy shows up is you have to be on one of those boats when they go to sail. So you have to make a decision. You can't just, hope that it all works out, because you may find that both boats are gone and now there is no ship to get onto. So don't look away for any kind of major decisions that you need to make, but research them, okay? Be that Queen of Wands today and research what you really need in order to step into that opportunity. Maybe it's a learning experience, travel experience. Maybe it's growing your spirituality in some way. Maybe it's taking that relationship to the next level, or getting out there and starting to date again. Whatever it may be for you, it's growing your stature in the community, growing your career, whatever it may be for you. Okay? If you're kind of being pulled in different directions, Or maybe you're just in this place and you feel very content in this place, but this is opening up to you and you'd really like to go for it, but there's some risk involved. And so look at those things, okay? It's very important that throughout the next several days, we look at those things. Because when those ships decide to leave port, so do the opportunities that they were attached to. Okay, we will get a Nature's Whispers card. And we have Ideal Course of Action, the 37. Ideal Course of Action. Now 3 plus 7 is a 10 energy, which brings in luck. New beginnings, new chapters in our life. Chapters ending. 37. It's easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envision what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure that you can stay on path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. Isn't it just summing up what I said so far? Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. So, and I do believe that we are in a very important phase because we are walking towards that new moon in Cancer. Okay, I'll get an animal here, and our animal is the bison, abundance. So we have that 8 energy, and now we have the bison here, talking about abundance. And what do we have here? Sacred buffalo, cloak me with your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. And teach me the way to gratitude and prayer. So if you don't have a gratitude list, then tonight I want you to just take a piece of paper and a pen. Hopefully blue ink, because the spirit world sees blue for some reason, baby blue especially, more so than some other colors. So I've been taught. And write down one thing. One thing that you're grateful for. Read it aloud and go to sleep. The next night, write down a second thing, read them both, go to sleep. Third night, you kind of get what I'm going after. Within a couple of weeks, you've got a page and a half of things that you are grateful for in your life. And you're reminding yourself each night before you go to sleep. It's the last thing you do, is you talk about the things that you have in your life that you're grateful for. And watch how it does change your world. Be the bison. Cloak me with your wisdom. So you're asking for the information to be downloaded to you. That they show you where to find the knowledge, where to find the wisdom. The mentor shows up. Keep me warm through the storms of life, so protect me. Give me the protection I need so I don't have to fight battles that I was never supposed to fight in the first place. That depletes me of my energy or my resources or my time. And fill my life with goodness. That's a beautiful affirmation to say each and every morning. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.